gonna be so weird. I'm moving to Paris. I'm moving to Paris, allegedly. And by allegedly, I mean I'm going for a year of grad school, but I've already studied abroad before. I studied in Copenhagen for a semester, and that felt like I'm going to study abroad, I'm going to get away. This time it feels like forever. Like I have no intention of living the same way, but at the same time, it feels like I've grown so much in my life that it's not an option for me to come back to where I am right now after I leave. I don't really know anything about Paris. Like Copenhagen, it was the one option, so I'm doing it, and if that's the door that's open for me, I'm so pumped, I'm so excited. I know this much French, and I love it. I love being the one fish out of water. I love not knowing, and I love having to figure things out on my own, and maybe I feel like I've stagnated in self-discovery here, and this will just be the change that I need to feel uncomfortable and try something new. And I'm ready to go, and I'm excited to see where I am at a year from now, or even a week from now. I think time is going to start moving like so much faster than it has been all summer, because I've just been working and saving and doing everything necessary, because this is what I want. And it's awesome. It feels so good. It feels so rewarding. It's so hot. It's the hottest day of the year. I leave in 2 days. I have 2 sleeps. I'm sweating my ass off, so sorry. I've also like packed all my clothes. So I've been wearing the same pair of jorts for like 5 days. I packed really early. I'm ready to go. It's also just gonna be easy for me to leave because it kind of feels like I'm the last person here. I'm 22, all my friends graduated. I still have a year left of school, and I feel kind of alone when I'm like walking around Kansas City and going to all these places that I used to go to when I was younger. I don't expect to like turn a corner and run into someone, or at least run into someone that I'm excited to see. So it just kind of feels like I've hit a dead end, and it's not sad. Like I love that. I love that I have experienced so much, but the city has delivered me to a point where now I need to go. And this sounds like super pessimistic, but there's no one here for me anymore. I'm sure there's people that I would like plenty fine or whatever, but I'm just ready, and I'm ready to have a new routine and walk everywhere and go into coffee shops and recognize someone from my building and like just live a life that is more in alignment with the life that I imagine I want to live, which I think is a possibility in Paris. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm really like basing my readiness for Paris off of how much I think I loved my time in Copenhagen, which I actually like was obsessed with Copenhagen and have every intention of moving there post-grad. And everyone's asking me if I'm nervous to be gone for this long, or if I'm nervous because I don't know the culture well. I'm just very annoying. I think people think I'm stupid, but I choose ignorance sometimes. But I'm not nervous at all, because I have this mindset that everything that I don't know and everything that I learn is what is going to take me to that point a year from now, where I'm going to look back and think, wow, look at how much you've grown. Look at how much closer to your soul that you are. Look at, not to sound like crystally and like grass touching or anything, but I just love change. I talk about this all the time, and I am not nervous because I have to have something to compare my success to. I hope this doesn't sound like I'm just trying to say things. I've thought about these things and they make sense to me, but they probably just sound like philosophical mumbo jumbo to the big screen. I just want to sort of document where I'm at and where I'm going. Before I applied for study abroad for the first time, I saw this video of a girl saying, think about how much you can change in a year. And like, if you want to change, the person that you become in a year will be unrecognizable to the person that you are today. I've kind of been living on the schedule when I wake up every morning, like, okay, I need to do something that is gonna push me in a direction that makes my life unrecognizable to who I was a year ago today. So that's what motivated me to study abroad for the first time. And I went in with 0 expectations, and that's another thing I live my life by. Like, have zero expectations and you can't be disappointed, and you'll be motivated to sort of search for things that you'll just be motivated to search for things instead of feeling like you have all the answers right at your fingertips. I studied abroad in Denmark because I wanted to see my life change dramatically in a year, and I had no idea like what was gonna happen. I had no idea how much I was gonna change. And I got back after 6 months or however long I was there, and I just saw everything differently. And I felt like I needed to go back, and that's why I feel like me going back for this final year of college is me going back like forever. When I started working at the beginning of this summer in my architecture internship, my coworkers took me out to lunch and they were all talking about their hobbies. And they were like, oh, you have to have like a really weird special hobby to work here. And they asked me what mine was, and I literally had nothing to say. In my head, I was like, I could say travel, but everyone travels. But when I think about it, I feel like this is like my weird hobby. Can I say that? Can like journaling and video journaling be a hobby? Is that weird? I can say writing. I went on a date once in Norway, and he asked me what my hobbies were, and I was like, I don't know. And then he started telling me that one of his hobbies was writing, and I was like, oh my, wait, okay, yeah, like that's my hobby too. So that's why I feel like this is like verbally writing in a way. It's an art form, and it's something that I've gotten some sort of artistic release from since I was in like 7th grade, and made people like sit behind the middle school with me and make little challenge videos. So it's something I want to see through in Paris, and I don't know, I'm just saying this. I'm putting it out in the universe, I'm manifesting, but it's like the first time in my whole college career that I haven't had to work like while I'm in school. Well, I don't have the option to work because I'm not a citizen there. And it's also not the first time because I studied abroad before, but I'm just gonna have so much time, and this is something I want to do. And wow, I'm unleashing, but I need to. I started running because that's something I've always wanted to do. And before I graduated high school, I wanted to try out for like cross country because I tried it in middle school and I didn't like it. But before I graduated high school, I was like, oh, I want to walk on and like see if this is something I could do. But then COVID happened and I couldn't ever do that. And I've always put it off because I felt embarrassed to like try something new because I always felt too old or whatever, even though I'm 22. And but I started running and it became a routine. And I just bought new running shoes and they're blue. And I wish I had them to show, but they're damn cute. Okay. But I'm practicing discipline, and that's one thing compared to a year ago. Like, I feel so in control, maybe in a way that I also like, I feel in control of the fact that things are uncontrollable, but I also feel like I have the discipline to get shit done, I guess. And I self-motivated myself to change so much in a year that when I look back, I just like feel so good and I feel like I can achieve anything. And that's what this is, and it's all related. And I feel like I can achieve sometimes doing this and making a video and talking and having a little archive of my travels when I am no longer traveling. Oh my god. I have so much to say. I also, this is so stupid. I have been telling all my friends and my coworkers, people who don't care about this at all, I keep telling everyone that I have a 1-year plan and I'm gonna get married in the next year because I need to get that green card or whatever it's called, visa, citizenship in the EU. So 1 year from now I will be married. So that's one thing that I know is gonna be crazy different. But shut this shit down. I'm at ZPAC, which I was also at in the last video I made, I think. But now it's like summer and I don't come here a lot anymore. Like, I've changed, I'm always changing, and I'm not gonna come here again for at least a long while, but it feels so good. I'm just gonna stop this now, but I hope you were able to get something from this video. I was able to say some things, and keep forging on, guys, because who knows where you'll be or who you will be a week from now, a year from now, or a second from now, because actually you won't be on this video because it's ending now.